I think O and that subject is the electives, probably. If you have studied data mining, this question is not a new thing to you. But in data mining, what we do is we will get data sets where we have here this data set belongs to classification algorithm. You can apply the classification. So you could see that cheat is the classification label here. Could be the cheat is the people can cheat or else the people may not cheat. That is called no. But when you come to data mining concepts, there you have both regression and classification algorithms for decision tree construction. But especially in machine learning, the decision tree applicability is 99% only on the classification data. So this is the classification data. If you get instead of discrete data, actually this is discrete data. You could see refund has discrete values, yes and no. Marital status has 3 different discrete values, single, married, and then divorced. And then taxable income, you have some values which is given. You had some relation over the taxable income also. Could be less than 80 and then greater than 80. Okay. So the previous example in the same notes which I have given is with the regression data, like it is working on the continuous data. So don't worry, in examination, you don't get any ID3 construction for continuous data. Continuous data, you have to calculate the Gini index. Probably you might have studied in data mining. So you no need to calculate entropy and info gain for the continuous data. You don't get continuous data in the decision tree construction. Only discrete data is available, non-continuous data. That is what we are seeing in the data set. Okay. So in this sample of data, as I told you that you have the last column that is called a cheat. That is the class label or the target concept. So as usual story, before I go for calculating the info gain of every node, I don't know, I have to construct the decision tree. Either refund can be the root node, marital status can be the root node, or taxable income can be the root node. So to find that, I have to first calculate the info gain of refund, marital status, and taxable income. Whichever comes higher, I'll fix that attribute as the root node. Before that, entropy of the total sample is required to me. So entropy, total entropy, how do you find? In this, you can see the cheat label, whether equally classified, no's and yeses are there? No. You have how many yes out of 10 samples? 1, 2, 3. So the probability of yes is what? 3 by 10, right? So probability of S into log of probability of S base 2. So you have to do minus 3 by 10 log of 3 by 10 base 2. As I told you already, log base 2 means you have to calculate log 3 by 10 divided by log 2 minus probability of no. Of course, 3 samples are yes means 7 samples are no out of 10 samples. So I think that I hope you don't have any doubt with calculating entropy, total entropy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If anybody have doubt here, you can raise.
No, ma'am.
Okay. 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 So first foremost job is you need to identify. In exam, they don't give you which is class label. You need to identify. Probably the last one, most of the times, or else with respect to the concept. So here I'm going to find whether a person got the bank loan based on the parameters, whether he can go into refund or not, based on his marital status and taxable income, etc., etc. We're going to find whether he is going to cheat or not. So the initially hypothetical situation, later on we'll come to know when he don't cheat. Okay. So next, what I have to do? So I have to calculate the info gain of refund with respect to the target concept called cheat. So now I have to worry about these two fellows. My first column and then my last column. Refund and then cheat. Later marital status and cheat. Later taxable income and then cheat. With respect to that, I have to do. Okay, if I do this, when I compare my refund with the cheat, refund has only 2 different values. Just look at the values, how it is classified. When I look at the refund values, I have only 2 values. One is S, one more is no. Let me see all the S, how it is classified. So S is classified as no. Next S is classified, fourth row is classified as no. The next S is classified is no. So absolutely all are equally classified here. Most of the job is got over. If at all refund is the node, the cheat is if he can refund it, right? The cheat is no. Are you understanding? So if the refund value is no, yes, the cheat is no. Clear? But coming to the no values, no is not completely classified. Here no is no, somewhere no is S. The moment you can say that the refund is no in the sense, probably that might that point of time I cannot refund it, but I may take some more time from the bank to refund it later. So the moment you say that if I cannot refund it, so you cannot say that the cheat is S. Some no values are no, some no values are S. I think there is discrepancy here in the data of no. So no is still has to be refined with respect to the other categories called marital status and taxable income. Okay, let us try to find the info gain of refund. Now I will consider only this fellow as well this fellow. Who is that? Refund and then cheat. Okay. I have separately written refund in the sense what are all the two different values that the refund possesses, because with respect to the values of refund I need to calculate the info gain. I have two different values, so I have taken two different tables. You don't need to construct the tables like this actually. If you are familiar with the data, see, I may miss the data. While explanation, I have to construct the tables for a better understandability. So you can make a statement, all the refund values which are S has the cheat no. So the entropy of refund S is 0 because equally classified. See, no, no, no. So absolutely, if the refund is S, cheat is no. So error is 0, entropy is 0. Fine. So I have segregated the values like this, refund S values and refund no values. So how many values are S out of 10 values? So what is the probability of refund S? 3 by 10. Refund no is 7 by 10. Remember, that will be helpful for us in the formula in calculating info gain of refund. With respect to S as well with respect to no. How many values are there? That many tables I have to list out. So the next one is no in the sense out of my 7 values, how many are no? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values are out of 7 values, 4 values are no, and then 3 values are S. Right? Okay. So this is the entropy of no and then S. Okay, before you find the entropy of no, before you find the info gain of no, sorry, info gain of refund, just calculate the entropy because I don't know the entropy of no, right? Entropy of S is completely classified, equally classified, so it is 0. Then what is the entropy of refund with respect to the attribute value called no? So 1, 2, 3, 4 are out of 7. Out of 7 values of refund no, 4 are no and 3 are S. Just calculate the entropy. Entropy formula we know that. S probability, no probability. Minus 3 by 7 log 3 by 7 base 2 minus 4 by 7 into log 4 by 7 base 2. So what is its entropy? It is probably almost equal. 3 and 4 means what? Almost equally classified, right? 3 and 4, not 4 and 4, equally classified. So it will come somewhere 0.98. That is what the entropy. So in between, if you have any doubts, please make me stop over there. Clarify your doubts. Okay, with this, I know the entropy of refund with respect to yes. I know the entropy of refund with respect to no. I know the total entropy also. Total entropy is the for overall samples of the last column which we have seen. That is called 0.881. Previous page I have told you. So if I'm calculating info gain of cheat and refund, cheat with respect to refund, so total entropy of cheat means the target concept. That is called 0.881 minus. Out of that, minus, out of 10 values, how many are refund S? How many are refund no? Multiplied with its respective entropies. Out of 10 values, 3 are refund S values, 7 are refund no values. Then what is the entropy of it? 0. And then what is the entropy of refund no? 0.9851. You do that, you will get 0.1915. Any issues, any doubts in this part?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So I have calculated the info gain of refund with respect to the target concept called cheat. That is called 0.1915. Okay, this is done. My next attribute is marital status. Now I have to concentrate only on the values of the marital status. Based on the values of the marital status, I have segregated the table like this. Out of my 10 values, single, married, and then divorced. 3 different values I have for marital status. I have to take the respective rows into consideration. Okay. We know the total entropy, that is different. Now I have to find out the entropy of each attribute value. Each marital status value, I have to find the entropy. So what is the entropy of single here? Equally classified, right? 2 no, 2 yes. I can easily say that entropy of this is high. Because equally classified, I cannot come to any decision so that error is high. So 1. Noise is high. And all married, okay, absolutely no. Might be they are thinking if he's a married person, he don't cheat. That is the reason. Okay. All the married values have the target concept no. Means absolute zero value of entropy 0. Correct? Entropy 0 for married. Coming to divorced category, 1 S, 1 no. See here also entropy high. Equally classified, entropy high. What does it mean then? Single as well divorced have the same values of entropy called 1 and 1. Still, they are not completely classified. So, when it comes to marital status, which is the root node, married, no, is the pathway. Clear? Okay. Anyhow, I need to calculate the info gain. So, info gain is nothing but what? Total entropy minus out of marital status, out of 10 values of marital status, 4 are what? Single. Remaining 4 are what? In this. So 4 out of 10 are single into what is the single entropy? 1. Minus 4 out of 10 are married, its entropy is 0. Minus 2 are divorced, its entropy is 1. Here I didn't calculate entropy, you see. When it is equally classified or fully classified, it is easy for me to do that. So overall value is 0.281. The same way I have done it with taxable income also. Taxable income, how? See, it is somewhere given like as a data. You might have some confusions here. Why I have taken in this way, right? See, it's if you take the values range somewhere nearby. If you consider here, I'll just show you the first table, taxable income. On what basis I have segregated the table? I need to come to some range here. From the smallest value, I'll consider 60,000. If his salary is 60,000, sorry, taxable income is 60,000. So cheat, no. After 60, what is the next lowest value? 70K, no. Then 75K, no. The next value is 85K, it's coming to yes. So I made it easier that if it is below 80K, all the values I have taken into consideration, which are no. So it will give me some conclusion. See, Which and all the taxable incomes below your 80K, after that 85 it's coming to yes. So I have taken in such a way to ease my task, because all the values coming under the range of 60, 70, 75, cheat value is equally classified with no, so that I can make somewhat called entropy zero, error zero. After that it's coming yes. So from 85 onwards, remaining values I have taken into the next category. So I have taken the taxable income in this way, and then the next column is this way, right? So
Ma'am, we
all,
can take the average of the largest and the smallest value also. No?
no, you can do that, but actually for the continuous data it will work. But for the discrete data here, in this case, you try to minimize the entropy possibility. See, once if I go with 85, average you do that, it come 85. If I include that 85 into this category, first category, it comes somewhere that 3 no and 85 is S, you see. Please don't take average. Initially, I also done the same mistake. Since the attribute taxable income is not having the common data, the values are taken in range such that below 80K. Since the values are classified with no and above 80K, there is a discrepancy with the data, few yes, few no. So you please stop where you have from different class label occurred. Understood, Abhishek?
Yes, ma'am.
It's all for the purpose of making the entropy zero. So one thing that I observed is below 80K, all the values have the class labels no. So I can make that this category completely entropy zero. The remaining category, I think 3 no, 4 no, and then 3 S. So that is what it here. You got 0.9851. Okay, now I got the complete info gain of all. I think this is also 0.1915. Now I compare that. When I compare the info gain of each fellow, I think the marital status got the highest info gain, 0.28, remaining under 0.1915. Same. So what I do it is, now I have to research on marital status values. Construct the branches. Root node is clear to me. That is called marital status. Marital status is the root node. Why I have considered only married category? Because which is absolutely classified to no. If you see all the married category, let me go to the married status. See here, this is I found that marital status is the root node. In that, single also equally classified, marital status divorced also equally classified. So still its entropy is high. So info gain will be very less if I take them into consideration. So married, you see, all cheat values are no, means equally classified. Sorry, completely classified with no, fully classified with no. So entropy zero means completely error zero. So highest info gain when I go with this path, married path. So I have written it like that. So marital status, married in the sense, no. What about the next two categories? Next path, next two paths has to come for single and divorced, right? Because for marital status, the three values are single, married, and divorced. Married is done. Okay, single and divorced. Why I have considered, you could see that. If you look into the single and divorced values, what could be the entropy of that? Both will be 1, because it is also 2 no, 2 yes. It is also 1 yes, 1 no. Equally classified. So what I can do is same entropy value. I can put them in the single. I don't have taken the three paths. You see, married one path, single one path, divorced one path. I haven't taken, since married has completely entropy zero, fully classified with no, and single and divorced are equally classified. So I have taken them in a single path. Both has the same priority, single and divorced. Don't take single one path, divorced one path here. I think you got the result why I have taken in the single direction.
Yes,
Fine?
ma'am.
Okay. Now onwards, you no need to construct any table actually. But I have done it for understanding purpose. Okay, this is completely washed out. What is that? Marital status married? No, fully done. So once you got the class label either no or yes, finish it up. Target concept, you achieved it. Marital status married in the sense, no cheat, leave it. Now what I have to do? I have to consider marital status single. With that, I have to worry about whom and all. Refund and then taxable income. Further, I think I didn't get the two different attributes into the tree right now. I found marital status is the root node. But what about refund and taxable income? Now I have, what is that? Data dependency. Now based on the marital status single value and divorced values, whether the refund and taxable income is dependent to achieve the concept. Correlation between the data I have to find. But one path is fixed. I have to consider only married, single and divorced categories right now. Second. So you see that. I think most of the things were done. So what are all the things I have to consider right now? Okay. One thing you have to observe in this, I have written the two categories here. Two categories, single and divorced. You only tell me, okay, look at the refund with respect to the marital status, and then later we'll go for the taxable income. Let me see that first. Because in taxable income, still I have no clarity, equally classified or fully classified or what is, because on what basis I have to consider. See, more than 80, it is no here. The same more than 80, what is 95, it is S here. Correct? So don't go to taxable income right now. Just come for single with respect to refund. If the marital status is single with respect to refund, it is S. Right? Here, if you see the marital status is divorced, the refund is yes. Actually, you should not compare that with this fellow refund. One thing we are forgetting here, what is that? The last column. Always we have to compare the last column. Just have a look. Marital status, single or divorced, whatever it is. Refund S, how many values are there? Refund S, how many values are there? I need the answer. First table, one value, right? Refund
Yes, ma'am.
S.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the target concept of it? No.
Cheat. No.
Cheat is no. Could be single or divorced because we are in the same path? No. You see that here refund S? No, right? So absolutely could be single refund is S or marital status divorced is S. Its cheat value is what? No? No. I'll just repeat again. The marital status single, the refund is S, the cheat is no. If the marital status is divorced, refund is S. I'm just worrying about only refund S values. The cheat is no. So can I fix up that path? Since taxable income still has issues because I found that below 80 all are okay, above 80 all are no. But above 80 here also S, here no. So I don't consider taxable income right now. So let me go with marital status. I'm very much clear whether the single or divorced, if the refund is S, the cheat is no. So that's what the single are divorced. The refund S means no. Absolutely class label is no. Fine. Now, what I have to take into consideration is marital status single or divorced, refund no. Refund should have both the values, right? I fixed refund now. Refund yes is done. Refund no. I think this part I have to preserve. Marital status single or divorced, refund no. Just consider them. Consider the refund no values. I have considered only refund no values out of the previous two tables. Could be a single or divorced, whatever it is. Whatever it is. What did you observe here is, with respect to taxable income, if the taxable income is less than 80, the cheat is no. Greater than 80, the same thing that we have considered earlier. It is yes. That's what I have written it here. Refund S path we have seen, right? Refund no path. Less than 80, no. Greater than 80, yes. Taxable income. Less than 80. 70 is less than 80. Cheat is no. More than 80. Cheat is yes. Anything else from my side? If you have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
So, at least by this time, you come to know that after finding the info gain of the first all attributes, how you have to compare that with the others, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is required in ID3 algorithm in construction of this. Don't worry, that much difficult problems they will not give you in examination. But only thing is logic, it has to be understandable. At least minimum 2 or 3 problems you have to solve it. 1 second.